Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
Powerful duo over. And I really love the fact that they picked something not just to deny the recon from the Xayah, but this EG squad needed some engage. Trundle's not hard engage, Ahri can be picked, Aatrox isn't hard engage. For a squad like EG...
He just stacks the wave, so it's going to come to him, and then he just chills at the tower. He has his TP still available. Impact has already used his.
Right.
Like that, and Drake stacking is a huge way to do it, especially given that they don't have like inherent bot lane pressure. There's been times where Chime has left lane. He had a roam mid initially to get some wards down.
Ooh, Maple knocked up into the air there. Vulcan, who does not have an ulti, doesn't have any more follow-up. Inspired's in some trouble. He tries to get away. Spica's got the knock-up. Jojo wants to come in and help, but it's first blood over to TSM's jungler. Impact goes over the wall and makes it 1-for-1. Evil Geniuses still TP.
This is what I like about what TSM's doing. They're not really contesting, but they're sticking around enough so Impact can't just go top lane back and ignore this dragon. So by just lurking around here by Spica and Chime, they're giving enough of a threat to commit EG's resources while Solo just gets gold in the top lane, but they're actually going to go.
They are going in for it. The Drake's already got in the way of EG, but the fight goes to TSM. One already down, and Spica continues the charge. Jojo's in trouble, but now Spica might be tanking up here on the front. Impact is stuck! Impact is down, and TSM get 2. 4v
was about to expire.
Yeah, it was, because they got it right around 10 minutes. They had to drop an absolutely
In terms of like dealing with pressure, TSM is no stranger to that, as well as what it takes to make clutch plays and win games. And right there, Maple just gave them a huge lead.
So let me ask you guys here, because we're talking about TSM.
That's where it's like, oh, time to FF, right? Like, if you're way behind and they hit 3 items, it's very, very hard. But they do have playmaking, and they just got to pick now.
Okay, Chime gets picked. Nicely done. Vulcan setting that one up. That's what I was talking about in Champ Select.
One-seeded Juggernaut EG, and he's the guy with all the resources that they're playing around. They're giving him a Herald charge now. Like, what an insane comeback for Tactical.
Such a big deal, because this next dragon here is spawning in 10 seconds.
And TSM has control over the bottom side. Evil Geniuses sending a teleport into top lane to go after Solo. Impact will be walking up. Jojo's still looking to keep him locked down here. Unstoppable's not going to get him away from a whole lot. Solo still has a flash, but it's a pretty foolish errand to try to use it there. Impact picks up the kill, but that means TSM has control over the Drake. The soul stack stops here.
Soul stacking, dead for EG, but I think it's the right call because you saw with that Rift Herald push around Tactical bot lane, they had no avenue to actually contest that dragon anyway, so instead they TP top, get that kill, and now they're going to look for another angle.
Now they're going in yet again. Chime's going to be found first. Danny needs a little bit more damage to kill him, but Tactical is already down, and it's Jojo picking up the money. So that's going to be a second Hex Tech Drake going over to TSM. Remember, these are worth 9 attack speed and 9 ability haste.
LCS is insane. He was getting up close to 300 just post 25 minutes. He's probably going to clear it on this wave. He had that insane play in the early game as well to kind of jumpstart him. And this is here. If you don't find a way to blow him up at the start of these fights, it's not just Tactical you have to worry about. It's double backline threat.
And TSM is looking at this Baron area now. There's a lot of control wards in their inventory. Tactical tries to go in. Tactical runs it right into him. That's not where he wanted to be, and now TSM's got to back away. EG looks for more, and it's a big engage coming out. Maple's going to be stuck in the middle of everybody as Solo goes back in, trying to keep him alive. Maple gets away, but Solo's tombstone is going to be Trundle's pillar as Impact gets the kill.
I can't believe it.
6K. TSM with 3 players alive trying to contest. In 20 seconds, Solo will be alive. He has a TP, but it's going to be secured by Jojo. Spica trying to fight through this. He's going to lose Guardian Angel. He should die for free here, I would expect. Vulcan's timing is beautiful. Maple goes over, gets 1. Maple goes over, gets 2. Maple wants to get 3, but he won't find it. Charm back over onto the Janna. Tactical's here. He's back into the fight, but he's denied by a pillar. Jojo and Inspired need to get the hell away. Jojo hit by the ulti, but he won't be rooted up by the feathers. He keeps on.
He lost vision.
What is going on? There's the shutdown. However, also no ult on the Xayah, but Wukong and Azir just about ready to drop those ultis here as TSM contains everything in this pit. They keep EG away, they secure Soul Point, but the fight could still break out. Impact and everybody else on EG trying to walk away from it. Inspired on the flank, but they aren't going to find much yet. True Shot Barrage hits 3. EG, control.
Build with that Shadow Flame, has the Void Staff third, so TSM are in control. And I've got to give them a lot of credit because this isn't just some random game where they found kills, as Maple could be in some trouble here.
Okay, Maple trying to deny this pick here using the ulti, but JoJo still wants him. Minion Wave shows up at a good time, but not good enough. That's going to be a pretty important death here for Maple.
Solo's in trouble
Solo has teleported into a spot where he's now isolated behind enemy line. Spica wants to come in and help. Solo, the target, under pressure as Vulcan regroups the rest of the team, having lost half health. Solo lives, but both summoner spells are now down.
Tactical's in trouble.
Of TSM. Tactical gets bit. Gale forced to get himself away. That active keeps him safe. Just lost half HP to Danny's poke. Solo trying to walk it off now a little bit here too. Vulcan's over the wall, but he is right on top of a ward that is now disabled by Impact's sweeper. Vulcan coming around from another even further angle.
They're going to go for this play. They're going to clap from 3 angles.
Vulcan is summing up the quickness. He goes in for the knockup onto 2. JoJo's ready to follow up, and Maple's already down before he can do a thing. Solo now isolated. EG turning back onto the tank, back onto the top laner. Impact keeping everybody else away as True Shot Barrage flies loose. Danny is going to stand and fight, and Inspired's going to kill Solo. TSM lose 2.
Scaling be damned when you are this good at team fighting. The
same Solo 25 seconds. It's going to be on a smite seal for Spica.
Let's see if Spica can do it. That would have to be the hero moment. Over the wall goes Vulcan, right back into the pit. Immediately after, Spica's over the wall. He steals it!
Danny on the backside, of course, here, scrapping it out with Solo. They do get the kill, but we're back to live. They're looking for another pick here on Solo.
Solo is all alone here in the bottom lane against 3 evil geniuses. There's no way he lives. It's just how much time will this cost him? A little bit more damage. There we go.
Any second now.
Good Lord, it takes forever. Okay, Ornn is down, but EG had to use 3 players to do it. TSM with Baron pushing top.
And now EG are going to try to threaten and engage and push him back because they're saying we can't wave clear. That's why they're overloading one side of the map to actually look for the attack. Ezreal wave clear is terrible. Ahri is not going to do it. So they're trying to threaten here in the 5v4. Remember, Vulcan still has ulti and he does have flash. Vulcan is very far behind the team, but Danny's in trouble.
Danny almost dead. He's got to be so careful about this. There is no way. We are getting some PvP here in the next 90 seconds or so as that mid lane tier 2 finally falls.
If TSM tries to heavily contest on mid, but TSM playing very far down, so there's not really a great angle here for Vulcan.
Now Spica was also wrapping around the other direction, sort of doing the mirror play that Vulcan was. They know that Impact is not with the rest of EG. Impact's clearing a ward. They're going in. They know Impact's not there. JoJo's going to be knocked up by the Ornn ulti, and there comes a swoop, but it's not going to do a whole lot. Vulcan's already down. TSM losing some health bars, but EG are the only ones who've lost a man. Guardian Angel's going to get procced as Impact tries to fight, but now he's going to have to be resurrected as well. Spica's clone dies. The real line. The Drake getting hit a little bit by both sides. Inspired steps up. Azir soldiers right on top of the objective. Solo here in the front line finds knock up onto JoJo, but the charm comes out. There's trouble. Here's the Hex Soul, and TSM claims it. Solo's gonna die. Impact's gonna do the same. Spica tries to get away as we've got top laners.
Such powerful combat stats, and already the base is getting ravaged by EG.
I'm gonna be able to grab a free Baron here. And for EG, you're just hoping and praying you can capitalize on some sort of mistake.
Dangerously close. TSM, they've got Soul, they've got Baron. They got a 4,500 gold lead. They're nearly full build on practically everybody, but it always happens this way. The pick potential, again, will stop TSM.
Spica just taking the close route, are able to force TSM back now.
And now, look at Vulcan. He's going for the wraparound. They're going to try to force on this play. Tactical's in trouble.
Tactical, he uses the ulti, and the Everfrost is there. JoJo beats him! JoJo beats him!
That was so sick. JoJo goes point blank.
That was just beautiful. I don't know if that's Fortnite mechanics or what.
That's pixel perfect.
That's the kind of energy JoJo's going to be bringing. Spica's going to be caught again. He tries to get away with the ulti, but the Everfrost leads him to an icy grave.
And from JoJo and from Impact, this game would have been over 10-15 minutes ago, it feels like. But EG are able to find that. Danny, though, in trouble here. He has no flash.
You want to talk about angles? Tactical may have just found the angle that wins the game.
I think they could. I think they can look for pushing for the end here. This is the longest game of playoffs so far. But TSM now may have everything they need to close this one out. EG's wave clear is pitiful without it. Vulcan trying to cut the wave.
Vulcan, he can't do a whole lot with it, but Tactical is dead here in the mid lane. Inspired's gonna be focused pretty low, but he ain't down yet. Jojo wants to get away. Impact flying back as the World Ender is about to stop. He'll still try to fight this one off. TSM going forward. There's one Nexus turret left. EG's got to get back out onto the map here and now. Turret goes down. Nexus open. Inspired dead. TSM is going for the win. It won't be a 3-0 unless TSM says it's so. They will take out the #1 seed. They'll pad the stats, and TSM strike first.
Opening game defies all expectations. TSM find the win over EG off the bat.